Hi, this is Munson from Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum through a song called Pound Cake by Drake. And we end up capoing this on 6th fret, but it starts out with this really cool kind of spoken intro where you can kind of back it up with an E minor chord. And the way you play E minor, first finger starts or goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, we go to something called D half diminished 7 with an add 4, which is a very cool little chord, where you do first finger across the top 3 strings on the E and the B and the G strings on the 1st fret. And then we're going to take the pinky or the 3rd finger and kind of add it in on the high E on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D string to the high E string, that gets you a D half diminished 7, add 4. Kind of add in the G, and we're playing a root and a flat 5 and a flat 7, and then kind of an 11 of the chord. And then from there we go to an A minor chord. We play A minor. First finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret, the 3rd finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really, really sad. It really kind of sounds just like hits on those chords. You'd have E minor, D half diminished, A minor, E minor, D half diminished, A minor, kind of on that intro. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you take the E minor and just try that a lot. You have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So if you wanted to kind of fill in time on that, you could do kind of a down, down, up on the E minor, down, down, up on the D half diminished, and then the whole pattern on the A minor. So A minor, down, down, D half diminished, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, D half diminished, A minor, down, up, down, up. Now another strum pattern I would think about is actually something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing it into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is you take the E minor and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the 3rd beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the 4th beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. To apply that to the intro is to do kind of the long down, down, down up on the E minor and then D half diminished, and then do your whole strum pattern on the A minor. So we have E minor with a down, 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 D half diminished, A minor down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, E minor down, 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 D half diminished, down, down, A minor down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. You wanted to kind of fill time through that part. And then from there, then we go into kind of our main verse chorus. And on our main verse chorus, there's this really cool bass line that you could kind of follow where you got low E string on the 1st fret, and then open E, open A, and then 3rd fret on the low E string, and then open A, and then we go to the 3rd fret on the low E string, and then open E to kind of lead back into the kind of that 1st fret. E, A, G, A, G, E. And if you were to back that up with chords, we'd start on an F major chord. When you play F major, if you know the bar F major, you do your first finger across the entire 1st fret. I'll talk about an easier one in a moment. And then 2nd finger goes to the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like F major bar chord. It sounds really, really happy. Now a good substitute for that, if you're just starting out, is something called F major 7. You play F major 7. First finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the G on the 2nd fret, third finger on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7. It sounds really, really happy. So I would kind of back up that F in the bass, and then we'd have a really quick E minor chord, and then we'd be going to an A minor chord, but then we go to a G hit, and then we play G major. First finger goes to A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. And then from the G major, we go back to A minor. And then from the A minor, we go to a G major. And then we kind of end up doing kind of another hit on the E minor. Now, so you could kind of follow that, kind of the F, E minor, A minor, G major, A minor, G major, E minor. So we're going to do our down, down, up, down, up through it. The weird part is some of those chords don't last very long. So you could kind of work it as kind of an F with a down, down, up, and then go to the E minor for the last down, up. And then we go to A minor with the down, down, up. And then we go to the G for a down, up. And then we do our A minor with our whole strum pattern. Down, up, down. Then we do our G with a down, down, up. And then go to E minor with it for a down, up. So all together you got F, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, G down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, E minor, down, up, F, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, up, G down, up, A minor, down, 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 G down, down, up, E minor, down, up. Now if you're gonna do your 16th pattern on that, you'd have the F with kind of your down, 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 up, down, and then you hit the E minor with the last down, up, down, up. And then we do that same thing for the A minor. Down, down, up, down, G with the down, up, and then our A minor with our whole pattern. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, and then the G with the down, 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 up, down, and then E minor with the down, up. That'd be a very, very hip way of doing it. It's kind of down, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, 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 up, down, G down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, down, G down. Is to play along with Drake, instead of starting on an E minor chord, he's actually starting on an A sharp minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 6th fret, then now your E minor is really an A sharp minor. The D half diminished is really a G half diminished, and the A minor is really a D sharp minor, and then your F major is really a B major chord, and your G major chord is really a C sharp major chord. So to take it from the very, very beginning, you could kind of work just kind of that intro with just kind of the hits. A minor, E minor, D half diminished, A minor. Or you could try your down, down, up, through that, and you have E minor, down, up, D half diminished, A minor, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, D half diminished, A minor. A lot of times, something else you may want to think about adding to the song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, you're doing a bass note for the chord. So on the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass note. On the D, you'd have the D string for your bass, and then on your A minor, you'd have the A string for your bass. And then later on, when we get to the F major part, you'd have the low E string for your bass. On the E minor, you'd have the low E string for the bass. On the A minor, we get the A string for the bass. And on the G, you'd have the low E string for the bass. So we tried that through our intro with bass notes. We'd have E minor with kind of a bass, down, up, D half diminished, down, up, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, D with a D bass, down, up, A minor with an A bass, down, down, up. Or we could try that with our 16th pattern and have E minor with down, 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 D, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, D half diminished, down, down, up, E minor. Basses to that and have E minor with a bass, down, down, D with a bass, down, down, E minor with an A bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor with a bass, down, down, D half diminished, down, down, up, E minor with an A bass, down, 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 and then we basically be repeating that until we kind of have that cool little break, and then we end up kind of going into our verse chorus where we got kind of that 1, O, open A, 3 on the low E, open A, 3 on the low E, open E bass line. And we could kind of back that up with our down, down, up, And we'd have F with a down, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, G down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, E minor, down, up, F, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, down, up, G down, up, A minor, down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, E minor, down, up. Or you could add basses to that, and then you have F with a bass, down, up, E minor, A minor with an A bass, down, up, G down, up, A minor with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, up, E minor, low E bass, with a down, up, F with a bass, down, up, E minor, A minor with an A bass, down, up, G, A minor with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, up, E minor, F, down, up, E down, up, A minor, down, up, G down, up, A minor with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, up, E minor. Or we could try with our 16th pattern and have the F down, 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 up, down, E minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, G down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, G down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, down, G down, down, up, down, E minor, down. Or we could add basses to that. Down, down, E minor, down, up, down, A bass, down, up, down, G down, up, down, A bass, down, up, down, G low E bass, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, F bass, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, A bass, down, up, down, G down, up, down, A bass, down, up, down, G low E bass, down, up, down, E minor. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Pound Cake by Drake. So good luck!